This is Michael Majette at Tone Central Station, and I'm here with the Lowrider series. And today, I have a beautiful instrument. This is Reverend Guitars, and we are a dealer here at Tone Central Station of Reverend Guitars, proud to be. This is the Reverend Guitars Mike Watt signature bass, known as the WattPlower Mark II. And I'll show you some of the features, some of the things I'm discovering about this bass that I'm really excited about. And my bank account might be excited too, because it's really affordable for what you're getting. So if you don't know, Mike Watt is a legend in the world of punk and hard and heavy music. The Minutemen, Firehose. At some point, he was playing with the Stooges. Yeah, so original OG before pre-punk punk. And he was that dude. And one of the things he talks about was that in the 90s, because of the aggressive way he was playing, he was starting to experience a lot of pain, which happens to those of us who age, who make it there. And so he went to short scale basses. And for him, that was the EB3 Gibson, the EBO Gibsons, especially the EBO. Both of those have these big, what they call mudbucker pickups, this big humbucking pickup that just has this fat sound. And then, of course, Mike is also known for some effects and distortion and overdriving that thing too. So what happens with basses like that is, you wear them the way that he does, and they get worn, but the other thing is that they raise in value, and you don't want to take those things on the road all the time or use those. And in fact, one of the ones that he was using was stolen on a tour. So he was able to get another one, and Reverend came to him and said, hey, we're going to try to make you your bass. And they looked at the modifications that he had done. And so we'll talk a little bit about what this is. It's short scale, it's 30-inch. And then it's got their version of a mudbucker, which they built, kind of proprietary, so it really works better with this bass. So it's got this nice fat sound on the front pickup. Then you have this funny looking, what is that? I don't know if you can zoom in on that. What's happening? Did somebody, it's like we had the precision bass pickup that had a baby and it's always tagging along. That's kind of what it is. And the way that Mike describes it is you have to cover it up. This was the WattPlower, the first one, just a P-bass pickup up here. And they're these blade pickups is what they call them. The difference is you've got these little pole pieces on most pickups, little magnets for each string. And if they don't line up correctly, maybe you're not getting the full. No problem with that here, because those old basses had smaller spacing, so if you tried to retrofit it and put a P-bass in there, it wasn't going to work, solved with these blade pickups. So then he said, hey, there's a thing we like to do, some of us who are bass players. We like to swap the precision pickup so that this end is getting more of the highs on these thicker strings, the E and A, and then this end is getting a little bit more oomph than what it was getting. So he did that and said, hey, let's just do that. And that's how this pickup selector works. The front pickup is just this one. That middle selection is just these. And then if you do that last selection, it's this one. No blending, that's it. It's just those three. You want to hear how it sounds? Here goes. Let's start with that mudbucker. Try a little bit of the traditional precision bass version. Sounds like a P bass to me. Well, let's kind of modify that P bass. Let's go to that back a little bit more. Don't know how much you can hear that, but a little bit more clarity. just a sampling of kind of what this thing can do. Shorter scale. Really worked out some of the problems that you have if you like some of these vintage basses like some of us do. You really dig them, but you don't want all the headaches and the maintenance that goes with it. They've solved a lot of those problems. The bridge, those Gibsons were infamous for having that really funky 3-point bridge that would, you know, just do things and it wouldn't work when you needed it to. They've kind of resolved that here as well. You got this whole pickup that's really made for this tone. It really honors the past, but still has some modern features. Lightweight tuner, so you don't have that neck dive. And yeah, I would say this is a way more versatile bass than you might think when you hear that it's the Mike Watt signature. Yes, it can get aggressive, but as you heard, it has some really vintage kind of vibe and tones to it. I'd highly recommend it. All right, come on into Tone Central Station, play this thing for yourself, go home with it. Be careful, you might do that. So like, comment, and subscribe to join the Tone Collective right down below. See you in the shed.
Tone Central Station.